Hi, welcome to Food Talk TV. I'm Daphne Brogdon. How are you? And I am cooking up a storm here. I'm so glad that you're here. Right now, in process, is a pomegranate pork over couscous spinach dinner. My idea is that it's going to be a dinner that when all your family members come at different times, it doesn't have to be right hot. It's going to be delicious. All these different delicious bits. And also in process, I have the Rolls Royce of egg bites, my own egg bites with chives, Gruyere, and a prosciutto crust. You're welcome. All right, let's see. Everything coming in here. Babs, your subscription is expiring in 48 hours. What is this? Okay, Trini, you came back. You are so sweet. Thank you, guys. And, thank you for the rose, Kaz. Thank you so much. All right, we've got the longest running live cooking show on TikTok happening right now. So what I was doing, before I was so rudely interrupted, by some work, is putting this pork, which is mostly cooked, into the sauce. Okay, and I want it to cook very low. It's on a low setting. Those just joining, Daphne Brogdon. My channel is Daph Brog, and I used to have a show on Food Network, and I also cook on YouTube. I have some YouTube videos, cooking videos, and let's see, what else about me? I've owned restaurants, yes. And some catering, pop-ups, so on and so forth. But now I'm bringing all that knowledge and fun here for you on TikTok. Why can't I see that? Oh, there we go. I have a screen over here with my iPad because I'm over 50. So I have hairs on my chin and I'm going blind. I need to see things up close. Okay. Welcome to Food Talk. Yay. And I'm purposely cutting the pork in smaller pieces so that'll somebody can have a perfect bite. Okay. Let's just get that all in there. Just kind of get in the broth and pomegranate. And I'm going to do a little bit of honey, and then I'm going to add a little more broth. In this case, I had some bone broth and lying around. I mean, what's the difference between bone broth and broth? Isn't it always? This is just, they always cook with bones? What they are. I mean, when you make it at home, it is. Okay, so we're just going to kind of leave that on low and let it rest. Now, the couscous part, although it's not couscous, it's Israeli couscous. Oh, I'm very happy with this. Here, let me push this up so you guys can see this. So this is usually about 15 minutes in broth. And it's going to have a nice, nutty flavor. So this also, we can now turn off the heat and just kind of let this rest. All of this can kind of rest. Okay. We saw that. I'm just going to put it on simmer. Let's check our egg bites. So I made a mistake. Not afraid to tell you when I make mistakes. Oh my God, thank God. Aren't you glad there wasn't social media when you were in college? I would. I am. Oh boy, here we go. How can I grasp this? Here we go. Boom. Ta-da! The prosciutto egg bites. So I can see where I should not have. Don't do as I did. Only fill it up 2/3. I filled it. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think I was thinking. So let's give it a second to cool before I pop one out and see how that prosciutto crust. So what goes in here, you ask? I'll be glad you mentioned that. So it ended up being 8 eggs, about a half a cup of Gruyere, some chives, and about a quarter cup of milk, whole milk. You could also use cream. Yeah, so there we go. Bone broth is technically a stock. Oh, Trini, if social media was around when I was a teen, who knows what would be out there? Oh my God. I was going to do a video on that because for those who don't know, I do some kind of comedy, pop politics stuff. It would be so embarrassing to hear freshman college me. First off, I'd be like doing something illicit. And then also I'd be making like large political pronouncements that now would totally embarrass me. So thank goodness there was no social media. I feel sorry for the younger generation. I'd be like, oh, yeah, I mean, I did believe it then, but no, it's okay. I'm over it. That was just my thought at my, hi, friend. All right. So we're going to start assembling the dinner thing all together. I want this to rest, though. A little cooler. Oops. And as always, my black lab Butters is here. Hello, Butters. You know what I was going to put in this? I was going to do a little cumin. Oh, darn it. Darn it. I'm right here. Shoot. Okay, well, pretend I'm putting some cumin in here to kind of give it a little North African flavor. I like those flavors. So I want to taste one of these and see how this is going. It needs to be seasoned now. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not really tasting the pomegranate, though, so much. I'll add more again. All right, so let's do how I would plate this, which is, I need my spinach. Oh, here we go. Oh, and keep, oh my God. I just saw that I leaned over and you saw my butt. That looks terrible with my crappy shorts. I gotta stop turning my back on the camera. Oh, you're frozen? I don't know why you're frozen. Is it, am I frozen for anybody else? Okay, so I have to get a platter. I'm gonna try not to bend over anymore. Okay, it's fine here. Oh, try leaving and coming back. She's not frozen for me. Okay, no. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, team. Thanks, Team Daphne. Oh, here's a plate. Good. I've got to stop rolling over there. All right, so we've got some spinach. I thought about putting spinach in the egg bites, like slicing it up, maybe doing a little chiffonade, because then I could say, oh, my kids got fiber in their breakfast. I don't think it would taste that good. It just seems like you'd feel like you're being punished. All right, so this is already washed spinach. Washed spinach. I feel like, my God, I might have a mini stroke on camera. Yeah, all right, so do a little of that. And then, wait a minute. What a good dog. Oh, he is. Well, he's so happy. He helps me clean. When I'm other people's homes and I'm like, wait a minute, we don't have a dog. We can kind of help us, clean this pan before I have to actually scrub it. All right. So you see, so now I'm putting the couscous, which is made with broth and onions. All right. And then we're going to take some of this pork. This is also a kind of a recession buster because if I gave everybody their own like steak, meat's not gonna go as far. But I think what's really gonna make it is all of the fresh pomegranate, and that's what's gonna make it party. So it's like kind of a sweets and meat. Oh my God, this actually looks good. So my thinking with this is, ta-da! Look, obviously great for serving just like this, but also in the by and by, as these ingredients cool down and I can just put it all in the same thing later, it'll make kind of like a salad, right? For dinner, an entree salad. Looks fresh. Yeah, thank you. Fabulous salad. Thanks, Kaz. Okay, it looks so good. I got to take a picture of it while I can. Before it gets destroyed. Please note that I did not say the word decimate. This is one of my pet peeves. I have two big pet peeves, language-wise. People say decimate. Oh, that thing was decimated. Decimate, it comes from decimal, which means 10%. It's something the Romans would do. They would take out 10% of the opposing force. So decimate means 10% of something is gone. Devastate means it's all gone. So number one. Number two, my other pet peeve, which I've had for years and years, general consensus. Don't say general consensus. If it's a consensus means the general opinion. So at best, it's redundant. And at worst, it annoys the hell out of me. So just there you go. There's my little grammar police there. Okay, or language police. That looks delicious, very yummy. Oh, thank you, Michael. I get it, Daphne. Oh, I'm big on affect, effect. I would probably need your help with that because when I'm writing, I'm like this right before I'm about to write. Like, wait a minute, let me sit and think. Affect, effect. I have to think for a second, and then I'm totally guilty of that. But by no means do I think I'm right when I do it wrong. I just get it wrong. There's a difference. I think I have a moral high ground there. All right, let's taste it. I think this would pair really nice with a crisp, full-bodied rosé out on the terrace. I noticed I did not get an invitation to that dinner at Windsor Castle. I was, I had my ball gown and my tiara all ready. I was all ready for it. Didn't happen, so I thought, I'm just going to eat here instead. Yeah, the pomegranates at the end work better, as does I think arugula would work better with this too. Because then you would have the contrast with the sweet of the pomegranate, the bitterness of the arugula. I think I would revise this and do arugula, but it looks good. Spinach is fine. It's healthy. I had spinach on hand, but it's good. But that would be my amendment. Okay. Who cares? Event being event. Effect is how it affects. Effect being event. Effect is how it affects me. Huh. My favorite is when someone says, for all intensive purposes, oh, that's funny, Fran. I haven't heard that, but now I'm going to listen to that. Hi, Monty Mary. Okay, verb influence E, noun result. Oh, look, see, you guys, you're all smarter than me. No, they're pomegranates, Laura. Oh, good. I'm glad you haven't said that. All right. Yes, they're pomegranates. My friend Grace, who plucks the dark hairs with her electrolysis machine out of my chins. Do I have more than one chin? My chin. We're going to speak correctly. So you notice that, pomegranates, and the ones I have raised in my backyard, they're a dark red. And those ones are more tart. This one's a hybrid, so they're actually quite sweet. So it'll pomegranate juice. So just to go over it, it was sear the pork, just salt, olive oil, finish it off in the oven, chop up the pork. Meanwhile, I have the whole wheat Israeli couscous with some onions and some broth. That takes about 20 minutes. And then I did it with spinach, combine, although I think arugula would be better. So let's try the egg bites now. Bomp, bomp. It's a little on the hot side. Okay, hang on. I don't think I will burn myself, but I don't want to experiment. Real chefs come home. My husband was always coming home with cuts and burns, and it was like, whatever. But I will tell you, if you burn yourself, you touch a hot pan. I learned from him, submerge it in icy, icy water for 30 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 15, not 20. You've got to submerge it for 30 minutes, and it makes a huge difference. Pardon me. Okay, let's see. Get these out. And my little grubby fingers all over. I sprayed it with this stuff, the olive oil spray beforehand. Nope. Well, this is interesting. Okay, it's a fine little egg bite, but it somehow seems to have like slurped up the prosciutto. It didn't really come with the prosciutto crust that I was thinking. Let me try another one. So again, this is the good for breakfast on the go. Well, fascinating. That did not, my idea of a prosciutto crust didn't really happen. Huh. And here, interesting. Maybe what I'd have to do for that is put the prosciutto on, put it in the oven, crisp it up, and then pour the eggs. Maybe that would be the thing. Anyway, this was my little midget one, so I'm going to have... It's tasty. It's good. I taste the salty of the cheese and the prosciutto. A little bit of chive. Maybe what would I change? Black pepper? I don't know. No, I think it's pretty good. I think all in total it was like 18 minutes to cook that one. Okay, what did I miss? Oh, Fran, bet they're still good. Oh, thank you. If you buy, let me know. Oh, if I buy what? What did I miss? Oh, irregardless bothers me. Oh, yeah, I get that. Irregardless also bothers me. That's hilarious. Those things are great. Oh, Vinny! Oh, my daughter just got back. Do you want to try some food? Okay. Oh, yay. Okay, so this is what I did. I did pomegranate. It's kind of a salad, but it doesn't need to be a salad. And she has pomegranate. You love pomegranate. Okay, let me make you a perfect bite. Here. I think you'll like it. I hope you like it. And then I made these egg bites, particularly for Rex in the morning. I thought it would be good. How was class, honey? Okay. Really short. Why was it so short? It's a chive. All right, let us know live on camera what you think. She gave me the thumbs up. She's been giving me the thumbs up since she was a little kid. Aw. Do you want to try one of the egg bites? It's Israeli couscous, yeah. So my thinking was that this could all be blended together, and then when you guys are coming in to eat it at different times, it could also be, I mean, it's sort of a salad now, but it will kind of mix and just be a easy routine. But I think maybe arugula instead of spinach. Because yeah, I think the bitterness of the arugula would be better. All right, what did I miss? It's raining in San Diego right now. No way. It's so hot, but you know it's going to rain tonight, sweetie. I know. We're gonna get some relief. But let me try this with butters. Sometimes you're a little underfoot, sweetie. Okay. Because I'm annoyed with the spinach. I want to see more what this is like if I just do it. Like, I think you would like it. Like, are you hungry, honey? Yeah. Okay, so let me make you a little with less of the spinach. Because I think the pork and the pomegranate and the Israeli couscous will go well. So I got this from Grace. It's from her tree. We have one you should harvest outside. And her pomegranates are sweeter than ours. Ours are tartar. Because, you know, I'm a tart. Speaking of college. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's the spinach-free version here. So tell me if you have any suggestions. Anyway, and you guys, if you have anything you ever want me to tackle and cook, please let me know. I always am open to suggestions, ideas. Has the Food and Wine Festival happened yet? Oh, hi, Cass. Oh, thank you so much. No, a good question. It's going to be in mid-November. I'm going to be at the Palm Springs Food and Wine Festival. If you can come. Fran, you're not too far. Maybe you can come out. I'm going to host some stuff. I'm going to cook some stuff. It's actually a really sweet event if you happen to be out there in the Coachella Valley. It's in a park. It's grassy. It's not too hot because now it's November. It's perfect weather. And for your admission, you get a lot of wines. I'm always like, am I done yet? Am I done today? Can I go get the glass? And then Vivian's helped me. I love it. The last year. Yeah, Vivian really enjoyed it. It was really fun. So highly recommend making that a little visit there. It rained in Jersey today too. No kidding. Fun. So highly recommend making that a little visit there. It rained in Jersey today too. No kidding. Call him and tell him I'm live on TikTok. He's at tennis lessons. Oh, I guess we're almost done here. But I wipe my nose. What else? He's at tennis lessons. Oh, I guess we're almost done here. But I wipe my nose. What else? There's a bat behind me. Do you mean my dog? I'll go to Palm Springs in November for sure. Oh, right on, Fran. Okay, I should make a post about the thing. And it's actually an old friend of mine that is one of the main organizers. We used to do, we met doing traffic together. That was one of my early radio jobs. I just moved to San Francisco and I didn't even know the freeways and I had to report on the highways. I'd be like, well, it's backed up to the MacArthur Maze. What's the MacArthur Maze? Now you when you do traffic, you go into the CHP computers and stuff. But back then I would have to call the hi, yeah, I'm calling Contra Costa CHP. Yeah, I'm reporting. Could you tell me what the, so I'd have to individually call all the regions and write down what the traffic accidents were. This was back in the early 90s. Those were the days. I think we were better off before all this social media. Even though I'm enjoying being here with you right now. And as soon as I'm done and clean the kitchen, I'll go back to doom scrolling. How about you? All right. Oh, that's right. And you can say, Alexa, play Food Talk TV. Right? Did I do it right? She just said she's not quite sure how to help me with that. But I think my Alexa's a little early onset dementia, Alexa. I want to run in and out my slippers. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. So thank you for joining. I'll be here next Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. my time. Somebody just follow me. Yay. Oh, and if you haven't followed me on Daphne Brogdon, give me a follow, if for nothing, just because I'm now 234 from the magic 10,000 mark, where I will make ones of cents on TikTok. So please, thank you so much for joining me. I know you're saying don't forget Alexa. So apparently you can say that to Alexa and she will find Food Talk TV, but it's not working on my Alexa. But I know it works on Kaz because he's demoed it for me. And and in an hour, come back to this channel and you will see another show. You will see Mama T and her home cooking. And so there we go. So
thanks for joining us. Tap the screen.
My little co-host. I didn't birth a child. I birthed a co-host. That's why.
And come join us next week.
Come join us next week. I'll have finished all these pomegranates. And I'll have gone back to electrolysis for my hairy chin. The hairy chin. I'm sorry. It's just a fact of life. The estrogen grows and the hair comes out. All right. Thanks for joining.
Adios.
Adios, piece of toast. After a while, crocodile. After a while, crocodile.
No, in a while.
In a while, crocodile.
See you later, alligator.
See you later, alligator. That's another one. I always like the adios, piece of toast. We learned that in preschool.
Yeah, I don't know if that one has a response to
it. There's a call and response in these things?
Because it's see you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile. Those you say to each other.
I have to show my food one more time. My egg bites.
You could do something about jam, maybe. Like adios, piece of toast.
Got a jam. Yeah. Gotta smash those berries and jam. Hey, that's good. I just made it up on my own. That's a good one, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So funny. Gator. Okay.
Adios.
Adios. Wait, I can't see anything. Well, hello. I'm just fluffing my hair, which maybe you shouldn't do right before you cook. But this is Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And I'm Daphne Brogdon. And oh, wait, I want to get this so I can make sure I see things. Hang on. Boom, boom, boom. It's all about pomegranates. It's all about pomegranates today. Pomegranates and pork and easy breakfast. Those are the two things we're going to be doing here today. How y'all doing? All right, let me get, here we go, because I'm half blind, so I have to, I was hoping I could see from there, but I can't, so I have to go here. Let's see. here we go. Food Talk, right there. FoodtokTV. Oh, Hope Springs Eternal. Yay, oh, there I am. Who knew it? Daphne Brogdon. Wait, didn't she used to be on the Food Network show? Yes, she had her own Food Network show. Can you believe it? Jerry's come in. Okay, let's see who's here. Oh, we've got a few people in the room, and tap that screen. Tap that screen. It helps us get out on the For You page. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to use my pomegranates that I was given by Grace, who's this sweet elderly Chinese lady from Singapore, who's my electrolysis. She gets rid of the hairs that come out of my chin. Oh my gosh, who is that? Who's in there? Oh, Fran Diego's here. Okay, good. Now the party can start if Fran's here. Great. Thank you so much, and thank you for the gift, Fran. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're going to go. We know you have busy lives here. Like I'm cuckoo, like I'm more than one person. But we are going to make, you and me together, a very cool pork dish using this pomegranate that Grace, my electrolysis, gave me. These are not just these are sweeter than regular pomegranates. It's some kind of hybrid. Usually they're a little tart, so these are a little sweeter. So we're going to do that. Always good to see you too, Fran. But first, we're going to tackle the issue of breakfast, because maybe you're like me. I have a teenager. I get up every morning, make sure he's got breakfast, and I'm a little burnt. I'm a little bored with what we've been making, and he is too, and what he really wants is some protein, and he wants some protein quickly. And I did quiches. He got tired of that. I did scrambled eggs. He got tired of that. And as you know, because of my chickens, I got a lot of eggs. So we are going to do our own kind of cool breakfast cups. Think about like those Starbucks breakfast cups, egg cups, crustless ones, but we're going to make them a whole new way with a prosciutto crust. Alexa, turn down. She seemed like she got louder all of a sudden, didn't she? So let me, wait, that's not enough. Okay, that's for my next thing. So start with the breakfast. So I'm going to start with some prosciutto. And then, you know, it's weird. Egg bites. Exactly. There you go. Thank you, Fran. Thank you for producing me. So with, I want to do something a little different, a little crispy. So I thought I've done these with potato crust before, but I thought, well, what if you could use bacon, but I happen to have some nice prosciutto because, you know, I've got that nice Italian who lives with me. So I'm just taking a little bit of the prosciutto and putting it in the bottom. And this is some nice prosciutto that he got at Italy. And come on in and thank you so much. Keep tapping the screen. Helps us to get out on the For You page. All our great different food creators. Always different. We have different food creators every show. But this is mine. I'm a hump day kind of gal. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central. I'm in California, as I know Fran is, although we're in different cities. It has been hot, very hot. But strangely, tonight we're going to get some rain, which is not really a California thing, like a summer storm. I think of other parts of the country more being in that realm. But what a week. My God. I have been really digging deep on the obsessive doom scrolling this last week with all of the different events that went on, and also kind of loving all the old Redford stuff. Now I keep finding more and more Robert Redford movies I want to watch. Like, of course, I'm like, I can't handle the way we were. It makes me too sad. But I love 3 Days of the Condor. And then a friend just reminded me of one called Spy Games, and I forgot about that. That was like 2000 or something, early 2000s. And it's him and Brad Pitt. And of course, Brad Pitt looks like kind of like a younger Robert Redford. So I was like, oof, and I love Spies. Spies is one of my favorite genres of films. So I want to watch that one. Oh, wait, I just missed a head. Oh, Babs is here. Thank goodness. Yay. Fran, it was so hot yesterday. I was sweating like a felon. You are so funny. And that's something in San Diego, because San Diego is kind of known for its nice, mild weather. And I assume it's part of the global warming changing, is that we now have in Southern California humidity. When I was growing up, we never had humidity. I mean, the first time I went back east in the summertime or the south, I was like, what is this strange sensation? But gosh, my skin looks so good. Oh, who just gave me a little something? Hey, Trini's here. Marianne, thank you. Marianne, I'm happy to be cooking because I need a break from my doom scrolling. Okay, wait a minute. Somebody just said something about Indecent Proposal, Wellness Love. Indecent Proposal with Redford was so good. You know, it's so funny. I thought that film was so ridiculous. Of course, I tried it out and saw it like everybody else. It made $900 million. But the idea that there would be a conflict for, like, hi, I'm Robert Redford. I'll pay your wife $1 million if she spends the night with me. I mean, my husband and my fiance now would be like, take her. Did you say $1 million? Bye. I paid Robert Redford $1 million to sleep with him. My God. That was like, and that was supposed to be some huge moral dilemma, and then they like get the money back at the end. Come on. That's ridiculous. Let's be realistic. It wasn't like she had to sleep with like Richard Dreyfuss or something. Thank you, Babs. Thank you for that. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't have spent the night with Robert Redford? I just be like, tell me more stories. Tell me about you and Paul hanging out. Tell me about filming Butch Cassidy. And he did such great things with his fame. I actually got to meet him. A friend of a friend was working with him, and we went to a screening. I remember he was shorter than I thought he was going to be, which is often the case with these famous guys. But, you know, totally gracious. So just exactly the way he seemed. Just low key. Like, he was like, hey, what'd you think of the film? And of course, I'm like, oh, I liked it. He was like, really? I'm like, yes, I really did. Robert Redford. And my brother-in-law, who's a film editor, worked with him on a project, and he said he was great. You know, just such a pro. And of course, he lifted so many people up, young filmmakers, with his Sundance Institute. He really used his fame for good. You know, he didn't get like have a brand of tequila. You know, he wasn't just trying to shake the ankles of his fame. He was trying to do something good with it. Okay, so keep you up to date here. We're doing Daphne's Fabulous Prosciutto Egg Bites to start. Later, we're going to be doing pomegranate pork. So I've taken the prosciutto and I put it on the bottom. So the idea is that as it cooks, it'll crisp up. And I'm going to have these on hand in the morning in my Tupperware, or whatever the generic term for Tupperware is now, for my son for when he is going off to school. What did I miss? It looked like bacon. You could use bacon, but I have prosciutto. I'm keeping the money. Hell yeah, I'm keeping the money. Besides, Demi Moore already put out. That was so dumb. That was such like a dumb, puritanical, not how people are in real life story. That was stupid. All right, I can get rid of the prosciutto. I would keep the good times and the money. So now I need my 6 eggs. So you may be saying, Daphne, while you're cooking, tell me more about what's happening with your chickens. Okay, I will. So as you know, I have 6 chickens. I'm going to put 6 eggs in here. Those ladies piss me off because they always want to come out of their coop. And I let them out. And they will only respond now to Italian language. So I know I have to say, to get them back in, I let them out for about 10 minutes. And then I have to shake something like this so they think there's going to be food, and say, piccoli gallina, little chickens, piccola gallina. And then I can maybe get them in. Sometimes. A couple of them I can't get in. I get really frustrated and have to go back later, whatever. For my fiance, they go right in. They're just, I think they're sexist. They just prefer the Italian. they just listen to him. But anyway, we're still getting our eggs. It's all good. And that's what matters. So then I would use about a 1/4 cup of cream, or in my case, I have whole milk. So I've got the cream, I got the whole milk. Did I not bring out? Yeah, I thought I did. Okay. Now we're going to do about 1/2 cup of Gruyere. I woke up thinking, oof, I want to put leeks in these. But as some of you may know, I'm always really averse to having to go to the store if I don't have to. So there's no leeks. But I would saute some leeks in the best possible world. I'd put some leeks in there. But what I did have, I think I had chives. I wanted a little something. If not, I'll at least do onions. Here's the chives. So years ago, after college, I went to Belgium. Well, my sister and my friend and I, we did one of those 40 countries in 40 days type of trips. But we started off in Belgium because my friend had been an exchange year in Belgium with this nice family. They picked us up and they took tiny little European cars to take the three of us. They had to take 2 cars to the airport to get us. Anyway, we spent the night. I mean, we didn't spend the night. We get there, we're super jet lagged. And I'm like, ugh. And now it's like dinner time. And you know, when you're a guest in someone's house, you better get the F up and go. So I was so jet lagged. We're having dinner, great. So we go out in the back. Yeah, leeks would be absolutely lovely. You are correct, Marianne. And we're sitting in the garden. The people could not have been sweeter. And the mom turned around with her potted herbs and picked up her scissors and just went like, you know, chopped these fresh herbs into the food. And it was a life-changing moment for me because growing up in regular suburban America, I was like, what are you doing? It didn't come out of a box. What's happening here? It was so great. It was so, it just changed me. I was like, oh my God, you mean I can just like grow my food and just add it and have that flavor, that layers of flavor. And that's really set me on my course here to where I am today. And I love that. Okay, my whisk, here we go. So, you know what? I'm not going to salt it because I feel like the cheese might be enough. Probably could have whipped the eggs first, separate from the ingredients, but it's not really going to matter. If you're just joining, Daphne Brogdon here. My account is @DaphBrog, and I'm only like 234 from getting the 10,000 mark. So please, if you haven't followed me, give me a follow. And this is FoodtokTV, home of all kinds of great food creators. But I'm creating food for you here at 4 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, hump day, to help you get you through the day. And I've got a lot of my fabulous regulars here. Bing, bang, boom. You know what? I feel like that's going to get messy if I do this. So let me pour. I'm going to pour it on top of the prosciutto. And I want to make this first, not only because while it cooks, I'm going to make my next dish, but also because it's hot and I want to turn this oven off as soon as I can. And that's the other thing, that when it's hot like this, I really love making things ahead of time so that I don't have to turn the oven on. Do you guys have the different, you know, where it's here, our power is more expensive from 1 to 5 in the afternoon. So when my kids are sweltered and they're like, is it air conditioning time yet? I'm like, did you look at the clock? No, not till after 5. All right, some of the cheese got down there at the bottom. Do you guys ever make egg bites? Do you ever make these? It's also on my kick of I'm trying to wean me and my kids from eating out, because there's that feeling, oh, I need to just whip up more eggs. Feeling of like, oh, I didn't really eat if there isn't a package surrounding the food I have here. Oh, I'm gonna get 2 more eggs. How about that, huh? Which is good because I actually I didn't have time this morning to get my eggs this morning for my coop. Why didn't I have time? It's a really good reason. I'm freaking doom scrolling. Really, I'm bad. I need a vacation from my phone. Somebody, quick, hide my phone from me. You know, they say phones are so bad for the kids. I'm like, it's bad for me. Okay, I wish we could have that here with the energy bill. Oh, really? They don't change in Texas? They don't have different times for the energy? I have never made these. Oh, okay, Marianne. Great. I've made different versions, but I think the prosciutto crust thing is going to be good. All right, a little milk. And then there was, oh, here. Come on in and learn how to make a quick make-ahead breakfast. Your very own egg bites. I don't want to say you don't need to go to that Rip Star. Wait, what is it? No. I'm not going to say the name of the place that people usually have egg bites, but it rhymes with Larbeck. Oh, hey, Mustard. I'm lucky if they read my meter to charge me for what I'm actually using and not their best guess. What, they don't have like a proper meter reading? That's strange. Boy, they do. They come around. They come around like old fashioned here. I'm almost amazed. Like, I'm like, really? You guys go? Like, go look at the meter? How cute. Wish they'd bring back the milkman too while we're at it. Oh, and we're going to cut a few more of the chives, just like they do in Belgium. Oh boy, the chocolate in Belgium. Woo-wee. Okay, what famous Agatha Christie character is Belgian? Hercule Poirot. A lot of people think he's French, but he's not. He's Belgian. So, I got the oven going. I want to finish off this recipe. And I also, speaking of Robert Redford films, loved Ordinary People. Of course, he directed it. He got the best director for that. Wasn't in it, but boy, that's a good film. Ugh. Moving, incredibly moving. And remember when Timothy Hutton, if you're like my age, Timothy Hutton was like it on a stick, and then he kind of vanished. All right, so here we go. Here it is. These are the egg bites. This one's a little short, but I'm gonna let it be. And we're gonna bake it and move on to dinner. Babs, can you remind me in 15 minutes? Would that be okay? They check every several months and either reimburse or overcharge. But well, what's up with Tennessee Energy? I love meal prepping egg bites. It's easy breakfast. I should do that today. And what is for dinner? Well, you asked right at the right time. I want to know what you put in your egg bites, Mustard Queen. We are going to do pomegranate pork. And here's what inspired that. As I mentioned earlier, Grace, my sweet elderly friend, Chinese Singaporean friend who is my electrolysis, because if there's anybody young on this, just know when you get over 50, you get a little bit of a goatee. I'm even getting like a Fu Manchu, so I have to go and she's got to zap out the hairs. But she's my buddy, and she has a pomegranate tree. It's a really good pomegranate tree. It has pomegranates can be tart. There's some kind of hybrid. It's really quite sweet. So, thank you, Fran. Let's keep it real here. Yeah, thank you, Babs. Let's not kid. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear the pork first. Pork chop would be more flavorful. I have boneless pork. It's all right. But I'm not gonna make it just your regular pork, because what I found, again, a meal because my kids have different school hours, because my daughter's in college and my son's in high school. And I want to have that kind of meal where I'm like, okay, it's there, just like only throw it in a bowl and warm it up, or you warm it up. So what we're going to do is it's going to be a pomegranate pork over pearl couscous and a bed of spinach. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's going to be good. So I'm just going to take a couple of them. Oh my God. Can I just tell you the meltdown I had last night? So everybody told me I overreacted. Maybe I did, but we had this one really, really good steak. Like, not one of these like, it's on special at Kroger, Ralph's. Like, it was a really good steak that my fiance had gotten from his restaurant. What do you call it? Why am I blanking on the kind? With the bone. A T-bone, like a really good one. Anyway, so I made it for my son. I was going out to dinner, and then I put some in a bowl. I said, this is for your sister when she comes home from her class. This is for her sister. We get home, and my daughter's like, oh, yeah, class went great. Do you do anything for dinner? I go, yeah, boy, is there. Wait till you see the steak I have for you. And for the first time ever, somebody in this house cleaned the whole kitchen and fed the steak to the dog. It's like, would retail be like a $40 steak? I was like, a little out of my mind. Do you have any favorite aprons? I only wear my Food Talk TV apron. That's my favorite apron. And something with pockets. All right. So everybody told me, oh, you're kind of overreacting, and I'll just eat something else. And I was like, that's not the point. I planned this when it's an expensive steak. And anyway, I was annoyed because meat is so expensive. And that's why sometimes I get pork, because it's cheaper. So pretty simple. We're just salting and browning here. Nothing crazy. Wow, this live got 4,289 more likes in the last 5 minutes. Show your likes too. Isn't that funny? I think it's so funny now. I notice that when you go on live, they're like, this live is getting more than what? Trini. Okay, thank you, Trini. You would have looked at. Thank you. I mean, I honestly, I'm not going to kid you. I wouldn't have slept in a separate bed because I was so irked that they were irked at me for getting upset about the steak. I was kind of like, oh, what? Oh, you don't like my reaction? Then you're not going to feel my warm body tonight. I'm going to bed. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Mustard Queen. Headley and Bennett. Great material. Fire resistant. Geez, I hope I don't catch fire. That would be terrible. Yeah, because it was a good steak. And, oh, we could run down and buy a steak. I'm like, it's not going to save the steak. That wasn't the kind of steak you can get at a grocery store. It's like a thick, really good quality T-bone. Yeah. I'm like, why do you think to put it in plastic? Like, just put it in some plastic. I'll tell you the next day if no one's going to eat it. You know, I know what sells here at this fridge. Thank you, Fran. Trini, well, if you did catch fire, you'd be safe. Yes, exactly. With our asbestos apron here. No kidding. It doesn't have asbestos. Oh, dang me. I got to start the couscous. Okay, who knows what the dang me reference is? That's really dating myself. Roger Miller, King of the Road, remember? Cuddle up, cuddle up. Dang me, that's good. So what we do with the pearl couscous. Now, this is very important. It is not traditional couscous. I'm not really a fan of regular couscous. It's very soft, fluffy, blah, blah, blah. I want a little to my grain. This is actually, it's either called pearl couscous or Israeli couscous. It goes by both names. And it's made from wheat, but it has the texture more of rice. And I love it, and my kids love it, so I tend to make it a lot. And the idea with this meal is that it could be hot, or it could be something that is served kind of like a room temperature salad. So warm up the pan, some oil. Oh, this is Food Talk TV. Keep tapping. Are we tapping? Oh, yeah, we got a lot. We got over 16,000. Oh, that's great. 223 people. Hello. Welcome to Food Talk TV at Daphne Brogdon, formerly of Food Network, and now online like all the other schmoes. What was it I was just seeing? Somebody, I don't know. I can't remember. But I mean, every time I scroll around, I'm like, oh, they're on TikTok now. Oh, they're on TikTok now. So, this is actually a little different. This one is, it says whole wheat Israeli couscous, which is weird because couscous comes from wheat. So I'm not whole wheat. I guess instead of white wheat, it'll be a little different, but that's fine. So you want to crisp up. You want to kind of toast. I search for the words, like English is my second language. Yeah, so I'm just going to toast the couscous here. And this can be turned over. These are a little on the thick side. My pork, my lovely pork. So this is toasting. And then we're going to use the pomegranates here. Hi, Michael Perez. Donna, Gail, loving your show. Well, thank you, Donna. I'm loving that you're loving it. How are you today, Donna? Michael Perez, please follow and share the live. Thanks, Michael. You're like my co-host here. Appreciate that. What I miss? Did I miss anything else? Just been a lot of great, good feeling here from all these good people. So just to remind you what we're doing the Rolls Royce of egg bites with a prosciutto crust. So it'll be a lovely breakfast whenever you want it. It's in the oven right now. And now I'm making dinner, which is inspired because my friend Grace gave me all of these pomegranates. Oh, I was going to do another bit. I can't remember. So, okay, this is my Austin Powers one. I was also given some Meyer lemons, but I only have 2 left. What should I make? I'll put that on something. Again, you can tell they're homegrown. You'd never have that conventional side. They really should have plucked them. They should have plucked them sooner. 6 minutes left on the timer. Thank you, Babs. Good to know. All right, so I think that's going to be brown. And then, okay, now I'm going to throw onions in the couscous. Got a 1/4 cup of onions. And some chicken broth. And I use broth paste and added water. I like broth paste better. Normally when I do couscous, I do onions and dried apricots, but I didn't have dried apricots today, and I'm already doing the pomegranate, so I think we'll get the sweets and meats thing just fine. So let's put a lid on that. And we'll let that kind of do its thing. And then, oh my God, I'm cooking too fast. I'm going to have to do interpretive dancing to get through this meal. All right, I'm going to put this in the oven. This is, so one of my, some of you know, my background is my late husband was a chef and we owned restaurants together. And in restaurants, to deal with timing and stuff, they don't cook a steak all the way through. They brown it, they put it in the oven. So it cooks evenly. And then also, so you can time it out with, you know, somebody ordered fish, somebody ordered chicken. So it's a way to do that. That's a little restaurant hack there. Jenna Pie's here. Yay! Oh, fantastic. Just to remind you, Daphne Brogdon here on the longest running food cooking show, live cooking show on TikTok, FoodtokTV. I'm here every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. my time, because I'm in California. I'm in Cali, and it's about to rain, they say. Who loves me? Jenna Pie, love you back. Oh, thank you, Marianne. I will have to catch the replay on YouTube. Going to dinner with the hubby. Oh, you are so cute. Have a good dinner, and thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a really good meal. Oh, fantastic. Put a lid on it. Yep. I like that better. I like it better than bouillon base. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good to know, Trini. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So now we are going to, that's in the oven. That's working. That's cooking. Okay, so we're going to start on our pomegranate part. Now, this is going to be a little weird. I made pomegranate juice. I think it's probably not great. I'm going to be honest with you. Every iteration of this that I was looking at, when I was looking at different recipes, they always had like pomegranate juice. I'm like, who the heck is pomegranate juice? And wouldn't it be like cranberry juice where it's full of sugar and whatever? So I thought, you know what, I might just try an experiment. I'm going to blend a little pomegranate juice, probably a little on the tart side because it has the seeds, and I'm going to filter it out. And anyway, we're going to give it a go. I blend it before you guys came because I've done that before, and then nobody can hear me over the jet engine sound of a blender. So let's see how this, if I get, because I've done that before, and then nobody can hear me over the jet engine sound of a blender. So let's see how this, if I get any calling me. Jesus. Oh, they're gone. Okay. I am plagued by people want to sell me solar panels. So annoying. I say, I declared bankruptcy. I've sold my house. I say anything that they keep calling. All right. So we're going to do some pomegranate juice, and I need a little bit more broth. I'm standing there in some fancy store the other day, and they sold this bone broth. And I'm with a friend who's telling me, you know, you could run again, because I used to run, but my knees can't really do it. You drink bone broth. Oh, get some bone broth. because it's got all the whatever you're supposed to have. And it costs like so much more than getting regular broth. Like, what was I thinking? You know, you kind of get in that moment. And anyway, so let's just do a little. Tastes good. So a little bone broth, a little pomegranate. Might as well keep on with what I got here. Finish off these chives. 3 minutes left on time. Okay, thanks. Ooh, I want to take a look. I think that's probably right. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna touch it. Oh yeah. You know. Okay, we'll check in 3 minutes. I think it might need a few more though. But is it still hot everywhere? Or is everybody else still having the hot weather? Because we sure are. For us, it stays hot till just before Halloween. Because usually I'm like, I can't take it anymore. It's so hot. And then, boom. All of a sudden it changes. And my cashmere sweaters come out again. It always annoys me when people go, you know, there's no weather in Southern California. I'm like, I feel the weather. Just all, you know, not going to have a snowstorm. Well, you could go up to the mountains, have a snowstorm if you want. Michael, we got rain in Texas. Oh, you guys got big rain there, I bet. 1 minute on timer. Okay, thank you, Babs. So, my homemade pomegranate juice, chicken broth, chives, and then I'm going to add all these, well, not all of them, just a few of them, because I want to keep some of them for the end. Now I'm going to bring the pork back out. Hang on, I got to make some room here. Yeah, you know what, Babs? I'd say add another 3 minutes on that timer. Okay, so I like how that's looking kind of nice and brown. But now I want to chop it up into some smaller pieces so that when it gets in that sauce, it's going to get more of a coating. So I'm making pomegranate pork couscous salad. I really need a name for this. You guys, let's figure out a name for this because I kind of just made this up. It's sort of like a warm salad. I guess it's a warm pork pomegranate salad. It's not really a salad though. My idea is just a good dinner that my kids can eat at different times, and it won't suffer for not being like fresh out of the oven or whatever. Oh, this is pretty cooked through. This really cooked. I love finishing meats off in the oven like that, searing them, and it really cooks well. So one of the things that's really important we think about a lot in restaurants when we're plating is you've got to think about, you know, how are people going to make that bite? So for this, like I want to make it not too big of pieces because my vision is that they're going to be scooping up a little spinach, a little couscous, and I want them to have a perfect bite. All right. Why, Daphne, why don't you use a fork instead of tongs? I could have. Uh-oh. Okay, I got an issue here. All right, I just got restricted. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. It thinks I mentioned a product, even though I didn't mention a product. Hi, what did I do with my glasses? All right, let me get... All right, we're going to catch up here. My dirty glasses here. What are you cooking? Hi, Cheryl. Okay, I will look. Time. She asked for another 3 minutes. Yes, that's right. Hey, restart, but check your food. You mean I should restart the live? Is that what you're saying? Restart, but check your food. I first. Okay. Let me see. Here. No, I think it needs more time. Ooh, I learned something. I filled it up to the edge. I should have left more room for it to rise. That was stupid. So I can already see, like, these are good. My lower ones, and then these ones, I filled them up too high, and those ones need more. Yeah, I think for sure that's another 3 minutes. Okay, so I've been told I should start again. Oh, so I should start again? Okay, I'll start again. All right, I'll be right back. BRB.